ocean. Yes, I'm drifting to the opposite side, floating with no destination. I'm riding the tide.
Hi, I'm Pat Montgomery, and you are listening to Parents Rule from beautiful Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. Yep, I'm on the road, and I'm talking today to Dave Kemmerly, who is a singer, songwriter, entertainer, and right now he's playing at the Salty Dog, and he's been playing there
17 years.
17 years.
17 years. How about that? It's amazing.
And actually, we're at a resort called Hilton Head Beach and Tennis Resort, where he started on the island. We won't say how many years ago.
Well, you know, it's been a long time. Early 90s.
Early 90s,
for 4 years.
good.
This was a fun place.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, a lot of the people that I met here go to the Salty Dog with their families still. So, but this is a nice place.
Yep. People have followed Dave all over the island. He's terrific. So I want to ask you, kids and music. I think it's important. And when I was growing up, there was never any music in my house, until I discovered Dick Clark. And then there was music.
How about Dick
But my
Clark?
parents never played music at the house, and I kept music on all the time. And my kids love music, and they sing with me and dance with me, and we had such a good time. But it's also different. So, do you recommend every house be filled with music?
Absolutely. And I think, kids, they just love it. If you ever doubt the power of music, you watch a little kid, and even down at the Salty Dog when I'm playing, the ones that are 1.5 to 2 years old, and you'll be playing, and the look of puzzlement on their face, because they'll look at you, and then they'll look at the speaker, and they'll look at you again, and all of a sudden they'll start doing their motions, and then it's off to the races. They're jumping around the dance floor and just having a good old time. So. Kids love music. I've noticed a big fascination with the guitar the last 10 years. It seems like everybody's really after the guitar thing, which is neat. But as far as if you wanted to get your children into music and educate them with it, I think the best thing to do is piano.
Why is that?
I think it teaches them ground floor basics of music theory. And it's also instant gratification. Guitar can be a little frustrating. You have to have calluses on your hands. It's a pretty hard instrument to start with. Not to say that it's impossible. It's good. You get a soft string nylon guitar if the kid is insistent for that. But piano is the best way to start. It really is, because it's also complete. You're able to play full chords, and I think piano is more of your instant gratification for starting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should they learn more than one instrument, or you think one?
I think just starting with a little piano, and then whatever they gravitate to. Whatever really they like. Some kids, they love horns and saxophones, and but pretty much in general, it's piano and bass and drums. Oh yeah, Mom and Dad, start them with drums. I think that's the best.
No, he doesn't. He's kidding.
Even though
your dad was a great drummer.
My dad was a great drummer. He, a funny story was he was not a big Johnny Cash fan, but he had a friend who was a promoter. And when Johnny came to do one of his shows at Leavenworth Prison, I guess his drummer became ill, and they were going to cancel the show. And he said, "Don't cancel the show. I know one guy we can call." And that was my dad. So he ended up going up and filling in. When he came home, he was the biggest Johnny Cash fan in the world. I asked my mother, "What happened?" She said, "Oh, Johnny told him he was the best drummer he ever worked with." I said, "Okay,
that would make me a fan.
But that's a fun thing.
So how many instruments do you play?
I play a lot, and that's just because I grew up in a household, once again, that we talked about, with my dad, and my mother was a fantastic pianist. She was amazing. So there was always stuff around the house, and of course my dad was quick to go out and get us stuff, my brothers. So I played saxophone in the school band, and then pretty much all the keyboard things, a lot of percussion instruments. I played xylophone for a while in a high school jazz band, drums, bass, So I've been around all of it. I'm not really good at anything, but I can hold my own on many instruments.
Okay.
So I don't know, I guess I'm avoiding the question. I love to play 50 instruments, but I can play quite a few.
Okay, so that's cool. Well, some people have skills, and some people just don't have skills. How do you know when your child does not have that music gene and when you got that?
Well, I think you just let them spread their wings and do what they enjoy doing. And if, I think probably the biggest thing is I would say, don't force it on them. That's probably the big thing. I say just let it happen. Sometimes, you practice that piano, you got your piano lesson tomorrow, and sometimes you have to let it see where it goes and see how fascinated they are with it, how much they love it. But that's, that would be one thing. But I still think piano is a real quick way to learn things, and with today's technology, with these Apple laptops are absolutely amazing. You have a state-of-the-art recording studio right there in your laptop. So if you can, if they have a little bit of a working knowledge on a piano, then they can access all the sounds in this Apple, and it's a virtual orchestra at your fingertips.
Really?
And sound effects and crazy things. And I've helped people do recordings. A couple of friends, their daughters were 6 years old, and we did, just little version of a Taylor Swift song or something, and we recorded it and immediately sent all the audio files to Grandma and Grandpa and uncles and aunts, and they were just blown away. They're saying, wow, how is this possible? I said, that's the world of today's technology. It's a lot of fun.
The technology is really changing music, and kids coming up are going to be different than
they are.
when I was in college.
They pick it up faster. I have a friend in Arizona who has a daughter, Elena, and I'll tell you what, I was just out there this last winter and was kind of giving her first guitar lessons, and she had a softer string nylon that I was talking about. She just sent me a YouTube video of her playing the guitar and singing 3 songs, and it was amazing. I said, there's no way she could have gotten that good that fast. The kids, they pick it up so fast. She's a little gifted as well, but very gifted, sorry. But kids are just quick. They are. I mean, with the world of media these days and what they've had access to, they just get it, and they get it a lot faster.
I only play the radio and the iPod.
That,
I actually tried to play guitar once, and I played for a few years, and I don't remember anything before, but that came up as a sad story for me, because I had a friend in college who was a music major, and she wrote a paper on me, and the paper was entitled, "Can You Teach the Tone Deaf to Really Understand Music?"
Now, Pat, you're not tone deaf. I've heard you sing. You do great.
So anyway, so I learned that, and I learned to play hot cross buttons on the violin to prove that you could learn. So like I said, I was never exposed to it, but I love music. You know I do.
You sure know, yes,
and
you do.
I've got to tell you, talking about how kids love it, and I don't know if you know this, the other night, I actually had 4 generations on the deck the other night, and one of my grandsons, who's not even a year old, I brought him up towards where Dave was, and I was holding him, and we were bouncing into the music, and he was absolutely fascinated by you playing the guitar. And he's not even a year old, and he cried when I took him back to the table. He wanted to go back and watch you play some more. But this is a kid, from the time he could sit up by himself, he was doing this to me.
That's neat. I mean, he digs it.
He does. He gets it. He's totally gets it.
I love it.
So you can find Dave Kemmerly on Facebook and at the Salty Dog during the summertime here in Hilton Head, and in the wintertime it's the Hyatt in
Beaver Creek has a Park Hyatt hotel up there. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm there about mid-December through the beginning of April, and my Salty Dog Cafe season runs beginning of April through, gosh, we go all the way through Thanksgiving. Between Labor Day and Thanksgiving, we do a reduced schedule, more like a 4 days, Thursday to Sunday type thing. But both places are fantastic, a lot of fun, very family friendly, a lot of things to do. And I guess you've seen those Salty Dog Cafe sweatshirts and T-shirts all over the world. It's amazing. But I'm fortunate they invited me to do that. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. And this is Pat Montgomery, and you're listening to Parents Rule. Thanks for joining me again.
Parents Rule.
I'm standing here in that baby curtain, waiting for the stars. see I can't